All right. Good morning, guys. Let me quickly just make it nice and neat there and write something down. Story. All right. Here we are. Um, yeah. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had no party. I had I was hanging out with some friends. I did way too much sports, but I'm kind of still a little bit exhausted because I did like on Saturday I did like kickboxing. Then I did pool day, so back and biceps. Then in the evening I played paddle ball, whatever you want to call it. And then on Sunday, my usual rest day, I did another paddle game. So I'm a bit exhausted still, but we're here, we're ready, we're grateful. We should make the most of our day. So yeah, I'm leaving this drawing on for now, by the way, so we can quickly look into it and see where everything came from. Got a bit more time today because I finished my reading earlier than expected. Well, not than expected. Just last week it took me so much time to read, and I had no time to do the analysis all day, every day. So yeah, and today we're also gonna not spend too much time on EU because we also have GU and actually the not it's not necessary to look that deeply into it because it's quite clear. What's important is that we saw in the high time frame, of course, and just quickly zoom out so we have an idea where we were. We are in a deep premium of this bear or in a premium of this bearish range. This was the break. We are at this key level, so premium potential support and resistance area on the higher time frame, which now is a resistance area. Uh, those are 2 points or two, how do you say that? Two factors for potential downside movement. And then if we assume, or we actually know that we have this bearish range and we're in the deep premium of that one as well. So we got a third reason to continue further down. We took internal range liquidity, the high of this candle, tapped into this 1 hour supply zone or whatever it is weekly. Sorry, weekly order block over here, whatever you want to call it, but we tapped into that. And we can see that last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, we once we tapped into that, let's zoom in. We can see that we left this candle to the upside and barely a bullish closure. We even closed just below that week high of the week before that. And then we got the turnaround last week. And now the one thing that I see instantly here is that although we had that push down, we can see that after we got below this, and actually now we can zoom in. Um, after we tapped into that internal range liquidity, we got the instant turnaround, and now we have a very indecisive doji candle. It's a huge candle actually, or a huge wicks. Damn. So probably AM and then PM and back. Very interesting. Uh, but so after we took the internal range liquidity, tapping into the discounted area of this bullish range, um, we can see the price start to stall, and that's where we are actually right now. Bit of a slow breakdown. So yeah, liquidity, interrange liquidity taken. Let's zoom out. High time frame liquidity. We got previous weekly highs up here. We got previous weekly lows down there. Daily low is same place as the weekly low. Daily high is a bit lower than the previous weekly high. So what we can work with this interrange liquidity taken. We are inside premium discounted area, moving higher. So based on liquidity, we want to move up. Actually, based on liquidity, we want to move down. Oh, although we took these lows, but we are bearish, so these highs are taken. So we want to see it turn around. Took these highs as well. Tapped into this gap there. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So liquidity wise, based on the higher time frame, I want to move lower. Based on the lower time frames, I want to move higher. Well, it's not even a lower time frame, it's a daily time frame. But yeah, then go to the 1 hour. We can see that my sorry, that idea that yes, last week played out to a T. Although, yeah, it did. We got up here, and I said we could get a move from here. And if we zoom into the 15, you see that we have this move here, but if you zoom in even lower to the 5 minute, there's no confirmation, there's no clean price action to work with though. So not even on the 1 minute, trust me. There's no early buyers or whatsoever. But we took these lows, then price gave a move from this area here. And then New York kicked in. I think it was NFP. Yeah, Friday. Got that liquidity grab. And essentially it's not as clean as this one because this was with confirmation, of course. But we took the lows and then we broke above. And now what we could do is actually put it like this. As we had a low, a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, a lower low. Then we had a bullish break. Now we had a bearish break, followed by a bullish break. Yeah. And the thing now is that this leg doesn't have that much internal range liquidity except for this low. You can see that again. I started to create some equals there, kind of. Well, it already took liquidity. But it's not super clean or anything. So what we can do is actually mark this out as a news bottom. Oh, not new. Or even MVP. So we know that's a news low. So this might be an inducing move, not much liquidity internal. And we can use that as a target. We can use that as a target. This leg is a bit tricky. It's not that clean to work with. Like, I see areas, but is it high probability is the question. So you can see that candle there. You can see that liquidity buff there. You can use that as a target. So you could say like, okay, this could be a potential move. Take out those highs. Take out Asia high here. Then Asia lows. But therefore, we first need to take the highest and the lows. That could be a move. That could be. This looks quite decent. Although it's just a 15-minute candle. We're in a 5-minute supply zone. It's not the cleanest to work with, though. tricky. But yeah, so if we just look at EU, we have an NFP that could be used as a target. We could get this move. We could also just move from here and continue higher. Why? We have this bullish break. We already took internal range liquidity, that low one as well. Only didn't take this one, but I think that's all right. Don't need to. We do have a large gap here, but doesn't need to. But we took the internal range liquidity, so we could also get that bullish continuation. Which actually, if we get that break here, hold up, that's actually way better. We have our high, low, lower high, lower low. So get that bullish break and then get the move from there. So that's like that. Get back in there, bullish confirmation, and then move to the upside. Nice. Okay, so those are two scenarios for EU. This actually seems to be a high probability trade for me, so I'm gonna focus on this move and ignore this one. Although this one could be very valid as well. I feel like this could be the move. Then GU did the same thing though. Did it? Did it? No, it didn't take that. Ooh. So let me check real quick. Yeah, so the one over there. I always trust those FXCM charts. I don't know why. Just seems to be the right one. So first thing I see is that we're moving a lot with liquidity over here. And not with structure. So let's try to give it a more structure-based approach. The thing is, it is ranging. Took the low and higher. Yeah, it is still ranging. Wow. You have that bearish move there. Oh, it's just a super minor break. Break is a break. Yeah, probably using the same thing as me. It's a bit messy, this. So let's zoom out to the weekly first. And mark out our areas. So we got a previous weekly high up here. Then my accent just changed. Hear that? Got a previous weekly high up here. And you got previous weekly low down there. Then on the daily, we've got, yeah, so we get that's the liquidity pool. There we go. GU is shit. Damn. GU, this looks seems to be very high probability right now. I'm just gonna try to focus and follow the structures, but it's a bit messy. But We get up here, take out that previous weekly high, previous daily high. This same line. Take that one. Ooh, I'm thinking. I honestly don't know. Of course, I don't know, by the way. But yeah, I'm just staring at it. I'm just thinking like, what could be a nice play to do with this? So that short, of course, makes sense to me. We are above all highs. We took this liquidity there. So that short seems to be a very valid move to me. But at the same time, this quiet name pulls up. We have a bullish break. Oh, we don't have this that bullish break. We actually don't. So yeah, sells from here seems to be very valid. Then take these lows. And that's actually it for GU. Because longs, I wouldn't take longs from here. Because those perfect equals compared to EU where it took the lows and then gave us a high. GU is different right now. So let's look at DXY first. That's what DXY is saying. So I took those lows there. Didn't tap into anything. Did come above there. That's nice. Yeah. On DXY, we can see we filled up that gap. That's where initial reaction came from. Then we had the news coming out. I don't need to say anything. You can already see it, what I'm looking at. You can already see what I'm looking at. Damn. Damn. That's actually an area, though. Look at that. We started at the left. Resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance. That's a big area. Just like this one. This is around this one. Or this one. This one. The entire zone, actually. It's a big zone, though. Around the 2-5 area. Yeah, DXY tapped into premium pricing. Know that we are overall in a deep discount, looking for bullish moves. What will it happen? Who knows? Who knows that? I don't know. It's a bit of a slow end to the analysis because I'm like EU's actually EU and GU are clean. EU that long looks clean, although that short could be very valid as well. That short on GU is what I'm looking at. there. DXY is a bit tricky. Although we have a low, high, now higher low potential moving to the upside, but at the same time we are inside this bearish range. We took the gap, we filled this gap, didn't tap this gap, didn't tap into this area yet though, but maybe we don't need to, and then we could continue further down, which could mean which means further up on EU and further up on GU, which will probably invalidate this trade, but we'll see what price gives us anyway. So yeah, this is my pre-market analysis heading out. Catch you guys in the market. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. So catch you guys later. Peace out.